Yeah, so intelligent traffic flow unlocked the ability to throw more instance types at our production cluster that had more or less vCPUs, but ultimately the same ratio of CPU to memory that our application required. ITF added the ability for a single ALB rule to target multiple target groups, each of which could have different instance sizes. And even if we manually provision those target groups ourselves, we would still need a way to update the ALB rule dynamically such that the weightings are adjusted to ensure that each target group got the right amount of traffic. But ITF out of the box completely automated that. And the impact is really more spot availability, more instances to choose from in the market, led to less spot interruptions, and we could also be more picky with the instance types with better spot interruption rates. We didn't have to, accept a higher interruption rate because we had more things to choose from. We could just be more picky, like I said. So, and yeah, a result of those 2 points, ultimately a lower ad server cost. And because, of that increased availability, you could also argue that we could serve more ad impressions, which ultimately can drive more revenue for GumGum. So it's really a win-win-win in terms of, availability, stability, and revenue. Yeah.
Yeah, so adding more instance types, increasing the savings, and improve the availability. That's great. Now, what makes this feature unique compared to other solutions?
Yeah, it's the ability to utilize more instance types with automatic weighting adjustments. That significantly reduces overhead for the ad server team. They just set it and forget it, and Spot does the rest. And also the ability to utilize RIs or reserved instances is another real world example that other platforms miss. And then ultimately their customers lose out on those savings. They often realize when it's a bit too late, oh, my RIs, how do I utilize those with that? Well, with Spot, it's just another configuration option, utilize RIs. And yeah, that's been really great. And finally, also just monitoring alerting, it's always been built in by default with Spot.io. And that Spot.io console for us is like a single pane of glass with a lot of visibility into areas that Amazon lacks. So yeah.
Okay. So as we mentioned before, you were part of this process, and you were a Spot design partner. So what was your experience like as a Spot design partner?
Yeah, well, it was clear to us from the get-go that Spot.io designs solutions around real-world problems. And those solutions flex around your stack with the right balance of simplicity and configurability. During the design phase, we watched our feedback turn into real product features at a breakneck speed. Within a few months, we went from whiteboards and wireframes to a usable beta, then to a fully featured product with full Terraform support. So that was amazing to watch. I think it really underscored Spot's ability to adjust their customers' point of view and solve the real core problems, many of which are limitations of the native AWS ecosystem. So it was really refreshing and impressive. It felt like they built a custom solution just for GumGum. It also became very clear to us that Spot always had ease of adoption front of mind. When something was difficult to understand or configure, Spot treated that as a smell and reacted by simplifying their design. So other cloud companies, they would have just pushed the buck to their customers, perhaps with a couple more pages of documentation, but not Spot. From the feature launch, they wanted that simplicity, which is excellent to see. Yeah.
Thank you. So this is amazing. We had a great journey as part of this specific feature, and much earlier features as well. So we appreciate the amazing collaboration and our strong partnership. We are excited for what's next and happy to see GumGum leveraging Elastigroup and specifically intelligent traffic flow. And Corey, I would like to thank you on your time and see you on the next one.
Thanks, John.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.